Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Billman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The Huskers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll give it to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Give to the running back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Makes the quick grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Longhorns are on the move.
Texas, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he intercepts it. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll toss it to the left. At the 35, he's loose. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Bulldozes him. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his man down the middle. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
3rd and goal situations, these are so hard as a defense, so little room to be able to give an inch at all. And you know when he goes under center, there's a good chance quarterback sneak's coming, and the offense does it and successfully gets the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Wide out in motion. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he never had a chance. Just stop.
Of 3.
He got it.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Throws to the tight end. It's complete. Running through contact. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And the Longhorns will keep this drive going.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 17 over the Pandas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head. And you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but Intel lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for pulling the wrong direction.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got his man, makes the grab, gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too. I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Try to get it on the ground. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Movement here from the tight end. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
That didn't bust for longer, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Texas offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's a really impressive run right there. And I'll tell you, I know he might look a little different physically, but the athleticism, it kind of reminds you of Longhorn great QB Vince Young a little bit, especially when he takes off and runs the football. You think back to Vince Young, defenses were scared.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella, throw him the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Offense getting set for first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on.
Number 2.
Texas fight and fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Handoff from the gun. Got room at the 35. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas!
Number 28.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Texas 42.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The toss sweep to the right. Can't get him to the ground. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Got the back over the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
Texas 42, Nebraska 9.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the sack. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Let's go. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Motion from the offense. They're going to ride this running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The quarterback takes a knee.